Welcome back to Scorpio Unfiltered Podcast, where real talk meets raw truth with zero filters. Today I have my lovely co-host, the queen herself, Sierra. Give a round of applause for Sierra, everybody. Friend, how you been?
I'm good. Just living my life.
Living life.
Being Sierra. I'm just kidding.
Being Sierra.
Yeah.
Sierra be on the go.
No, don't do me.
Sierra be on the go. Okay.
I just be trying to get myself together.
My girl will be on the go. So today we're talking about building confidence after failure. So I know a lot of people have experienced some failure and just trying to get back on track. So for me to start with, I feel like when it comes to failure and getting your confidence back, I feel like sometimes when I didn't get promotions and it's the cause of, well, why am I not good enough to have?
Facts.
Or just beating myself up and not wanting to apply again. Or just try, because it's like, what would be the purpose of me trying to do it again when I just pretty much failed and didn't get it? So you can do me the same way again.
Facts. I've had those moments too, because it's like you feel like in that moment you're going hard for whatever position you want, maybe.
Correct.
Or like you see a light within yourself, but it's like, how do you push someone to see that same light? You know what I'm saying?
It's very hard.
It is very hard.
It's very hard.
But then it's like, do you go the route of like not understanding your worth and just letting someone else dictate that? Or do you go the route of like, no, I'm going to keep showing up, like, regardless?
Yeah, you have to, because that's when you get your confidence back and you really be like, okay, I can do this. Like, fuck that shit that they talking about. Like, I got this. I can nip this, do it. If it doesn't work out, I know that I gave it my all and I can go to the next. So careers are a lot of times where you see the most failure, but it's just knowing that your self-worth and knowing where to go. Like, for me, I stay at companies for a long period of time.
Oh, yeah, you just everybody says ride or die.
I stay for a long period of time, and I feel like I hate to step out of my comfort zone to try something different because I'm already accustomed to this, and I've been doing it for so long. So it's like
the change factor.
Yes. Yeah. And then I go to something different, and it's failure after failure after failure.
Right.
And yes, you can't put that out there, but that's just how I see it.
But that's where, like, for me, growth comes in, and we're always like, oh, growth is uncomfortable. And that change is what creates the confidence for me. Like, I feel like, yeah, I may be, like, nervous for the next step if whatever didn't work, and it made me feel not confident. But at the same time, I'm like, well, this might be me learning the confidence and really, like, building that. Because now I'm like, okay, well, that didn't work out, but now I'm confident to try something new, and it's going to work out. I'm going to make sure it works out, you know.
One of the biggest things for me was when we experienced
I know what you're about to say.
That layoff took me through it. Now, that wasn't so much a failure on our part, right? Because that was a company decision.
Right. Layoffs are always company.
Right. Business needs, I get it. But for me, it was the aftermath of it all where I felt like the failure played a part. Mainly because you do an interview after interview. You qualify for all these jobs, right? And nothing is
sticking,
bodying. They're telling you, oh, I'm pushing you to the next step. This interview went really great, and I'll put you with this person. So you, in your mind, you like, okay, I'm making my way through. I'm about to nail this. Then they send you emails later on, and it's like, oh, we went with a different candidate.
Somebody else.
Oh, so you just wasted my time.
Facts. But then we could look at it different. I know for me, like, yes, in the beginning,
it was terrible.
I was like you said, the confidence portion of it, I kept feeling like, was I just good enough for that position and like nothing else? I have the skills, and if you're not going to give me a chance, how can I even show up and be confident that this next position's for me? But I also think that when it came to it in the long run, I really like see all of us like beyond pushing our growth. Like I feel like
Yeah.
even with this, like, I'm so proud of you because I'm like, if we did not realize, like, they just dumped us. Like, you could do so much more.
Bad. Like, they dumped us like it was nothing.
So bad. But that confidence piece, I feel like on my end, it took a while. And I still feel like there's times I struggle because I just feel like, even like just financially, we can go all the way into that. But
because financially, like, I was accustomed to the 2-income household, right? Meaning me working 2 jobs and this coming in.
Right.
I was there for 14 years. And then I still had, my other job, which I was there for like 5 years.
Right.
But that was my main job.
Right.
So it's like, I didn't have it as hard, but I had it hard. Because I had another job. It wasn't terrible. But because of the things that I continuously did and do all the time, I need that.
You set yourself up for that.
Right. Yeah. So I feel like now that I'm still with my other job and I'm doing that full time. Well, I was always doing both full time. But I feel like I'm there all the time. 60 hours a week, 5 days out of the 5 days a week. Like, just to
overdo it to make up for what you
were
doing. That makes
even
sense.
When I had got that other job, I was just like, I'm not about to do 2 warehouse things.
Absolutely not. But first of all, when you do multiple jobs for me, you get no sleep or no nothing. Like, you are a grinder. So I love that for you. But I do feel like when a person does take their time to, set themselves up a certain way, and then when it gets snatched from you, it's like that confidence level does go down. But I feel like it's up to us to put us back where we need to be. Because I feel like a lot of times when we go through these layoffs and all this stuff, yes, our confidence is at a risk, but I feel like it's up to us to figure out, okay, we can't allow them to dictate what we got going on. Like, I'm going to make my life how it's supposed to be. If you didn't see my worth in this, then you're not going to diminish my confidence because you just felt like I wasn't worth.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't. It doesn't have to be that way. And I just feel like for me, failure is never an option, right?
Yeah.
And that's for anybody. Nobody wants to fail. Yes, it happens. But it's all about how do you rebuild that confidence harder than recovering from that failure that you just exposed. So I'm just like, you have to lay out that plan, go from A to Z, make it feel like, okay, this is what I'm going to have to do. Now, granted, sometimes the plan doesn't always go as you think it will.
Yes.
But I feel like knowing that we can move to the next step is the best thing, because I felt like for a year, if not more, I was being taken
over and over. But I think that's where, like, what helped me too is, like, when you were saying, failure is not, it's not good or whatever. But I think what I had to start switching my mind to is, like, I know I'm, like, closed-minded on, like, failure cannot be an option.
Right.
So I think I had to open my mind to, like, failure will be an option one day. And you have to be okay with that. And then move forward from there. So it's like how you said, a year and all this stuff. I'm like, I don't like the sound of that. I'm not okay with that.
Right, because it took us a minute.
It took a long time.
It took us still forever.
Like, I feel like we made it this far because we realized, okay, it's okay to fail, and we're gonna find something else.
Right. That's like realizing the moment, right? That I'm going to be okay. So for me, after that, I'm like, okay, now I'm working this one job and I'm working this time.
Right.
I'm still managing everything as if I work 2.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to realize, okay, I'm actually going to be okay. Right. And I used to talk about always want to just do one job anyway, where it will accommodate.
Yeah, you're spoken in existence. So I'm just saying.
But some days I question myself and I'll be like, is this really what I want to do, or do I want to look for something else? Because I still had time.
Job,
like a job. Okay. But I do feel like I am consistent with staying afloat, but a lot of times I still show up and do all the stuff that I was doing with 2, right? But I feel like I can do more if I had the additional income. But then it's like I'm still okay at the end of the day with the 1.
But I feel like that's our mindsets nowadays. Like, we're not okay with the standard. Like, we're supposed to be living our best lives.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? And you also saw yourself doing it before, and you were doing it just fine. So I think that piece of it makes it like, it's not fair to me that I have to dumb down what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So
it's I don't know. I feel like I'm in a great place after that, but I feel like I can be in a better place.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
I feel the same because I feel like a lot of times, even you've told me like, "Girl, you're doing okay. Like, you have this, you have that, But I also have moments where I feel like I'll get good in one place, and then something else happens, or like, okay, layoff. That happened. Finally got good. Got a new job, even though it may not be my most favorite, but I'm doing good. Then my car ended up getting in a car accident. Oh gosh, here I go again. So it's like I feel like that's how I think of confidence in a way. I feel like confidence is almost like a muscle. Like, not to get into my little fitness.
I mean, but you are a fitness girly though.
Yes, I'm a fitness girly. So I kind of view it as a muscle. Like, you are never gonna stop like working that confidence muscle. Like, you have to keep strengthening it. And then just like the gym, you stop going to the gym, okay, you're getting weak again. You're getting weak.
Yes,
and now it's like, so I view it the same way. It's like you always got to find your way to keep strengthening that muscle. Like,
you have to, because if you don't, it's just gonna be like worrying you. But I feel like even after the layoff, right? It gave all of us. It was like an eye opener because we all started venturing, doing our separate little projects and things that we wanted to do, right? The fitness thing for you, the drink thing for Samuel,
she did do that,
and even the t-shirts. And then I've been talking about this for
forever. This finally pushed you. I'm like, Lord, can we get the
forever? But I feel like you have to. If you don't have the plan, you can never. If you have the plan and you don't put it to use, then you'll never know what the outcome will be, right?
Like, you gotta execute it.
Correct.
Yeah.
The same way, building up everything. So I just feel like, with that, you'll be okay. But I feel like that wasn't my biggest failure. I just feel like it was a part of it because
it's like it was like your longest.
The longest, the most outdrawn. Some days I used to blame myself, even though I knew it was a company thing. I'm like, why the hell am I sitting here giving myself a hard time of something that they did? But I felt like it was more so of me still trying to stay in that field. And I felt like each interview that I was doing, everything was slipping by the wayside.
Yeah.
And you going from interviewing 3 and 4 times a day, weekly, like, that is a lot.
But then it's also like, we look at like how our economy and stuff, like,
it's terrible.
Nobody's getting jobs. It's like,
terrible.
But even just with the job, I don't even feel like just with jobs, like, confidence everywhere, like relationships, friendships, everything gets hit. Like, you just have to find your way.
It can be a lot.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel embarrassed about starting over?
I think it depends on what it is. Like, a job, not necessarily.
No. Yeah.
I think with the job, I more so get hard on myself. Like, I keep feeling like this is the way that, like, not to get like all religious, but I just feel like sometimes God wants me in a different plan, and I keep going for jobs that are like not my full potential or doesn't match me or something. So I don't get too embarrassed about that. But I think when it comes to like relationships, or like if I'm like, my
relationship failed. I think I met everybody.
Yes. That's what throws me off.
Because you'll be worried about what other people are going to say. So I can definitely relate to the relationship thing because I'm like, you be with people for a long period of time.
Right.
And then, boom.
Boom, it's gone. And when they like the person, it's like,
so now that family's attached.
Yes.
And it's just a constant thing. So I used to be embarrassed sometimes, but then I'm like, what the hell am I embarrassed for? I didn't do shit.
You're right.
Like,
So
it
why
ain't
does it
nothing
take that
for
long?
me. It ain't nothing for me to be embarrassed about. But I think starting over can be great. There's nothing wrong with starting over. It's just having that plan to start over and knowing that you're confident in this plan that it's going to work. Because if you don't, then...
Yeah. But how does it work when it's like you have a plan, but it seems like you keep getting the same situation? How do you know how to fix the plan? Like,
you have to adjust. You have to adjust some things to align with what you really, really and truly want.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if you don't, like, it's just like with anything. Like, if you try something and you see it doesn't work the first time, right?
Right.
You come up with something different to see how you can either better the situation or correct it to get it to where you need to be.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I feel like me, because sometimes I be in my head, but not all the time. I'm always thinking about the next.
Yeah.
So, like, in my mind, this plan can work, but in my mind, I'm already putting together another plan.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Just in case that one doesn't work, or a different route to take if the route and the path that I'm on is not correct. Now I can kind of convert, and I'm like, okay, this is going to work.
That makes sense.
Because if I don't, then it's going to always be like, okay, well, I guess I just waited around. No, there's no waiting. You got to keep taking that next step. You got to take that initiative. If you don't, it's going to be like,
which is good you said that, like, to your point about like knowing what you want or whatever, like, in order to keep that confidence in everything. I feel like, I know me personally, I have to do better with like actually sitting down and, you know, visualizing my life. What do I want? Writing it down. Like, a lot of times I feel like we're given the blueprint. Like, I will sit there and watch like successful people who are confident and who are like doing their thing, and they'll sit down and say, like, if you keep up with habits, make a plan, like, it's inevitable for things not to happen. Like, you're gonna make movement. You're gonna have that confidence.
Definitely, all the time. But I think even for me, like, even when I graduated, like, I thought my life was behind.
Yeah, and I feel like our generation's kind of forced to feel like that.
Yeah, and it's so crazy because it's like, you see other people that you either went to school with or grew up with, and they have moved into these spaces where it's like, damn, what am I doing? Why am I not able to move into these same things?
Yeah.
But then it's like, back to the plan.
Yeah.
God must not have that in your plan just yet.
There's
some other stuff that you got to do and work on. So it's just like beating myself up about that and just feeling behind and always questioning my own abilities.
Yeah, that's true.
That is something that I had to realize, like, you can't do that because all you're going to do is just stress yourself out and worry yourself.
Right.
And who wants to do that?
Exactly. And
I get enough headaches and carrying on
everything. That's why I think it's important. We got to do better with, like, you know, celebrating small wins. Because, like, to your point about, like, going to the next plan, it's like, well, if we saw what we achieved in this plan, we may not be thinking about the next plan. So,
them small wins, the discipline behind it, changing the environment.
That's a whole other This was a whole other conversation.
The boundaries, like, you have to do all that. And I think it's like, you have boundaries, right? But I think once you experience a failure, you set new boundaries. Even when it comes to like relationships.
True.
Oh, I ain't doing this again. If I see those signs, I know I'm gonna be out, because why would I go through another heartbreak and experience that failure again, thinking that this is gonna be a long-term relationship?
Right.
And baby, it's not.
It's not. Yeah.
And then everybody get to talking. Oh, they're not together no more. This and that. And then don't let it be something where you deep in and then you come out.
Yes.
Start losing weight. And
I ain't eating today.
Yes. You ain't doing nothing. No,
seriously, that's true though. It's just like, but it's funny because we struggle with the confidence, but then we don't recognize that we always bounce right back. Like, we be feeling like the world is ending. And then it's like, but you're going to be okay. So.
Yeah, you don't have no choice. At the end of the day, you don't have a choice but to be okay, right? Yeah. Because in the end, it's going to work out. It may not work out on your time.
That is true. Yeah.
Because you may want it right then. It may take it a minute, but it's going to work out.
Yeah.
And it's just realizing that at the end of the day, Like, bitch, I got this.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
it's
I'm worried
elevated.
about this. I ain't about to let this stress me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would I be stressed when you out here doing what you want to do, living your best life, and I'm sitting here stressed out, moping about? No.
That's why this year I keep saying I'm standing on business. If you
Hello?
can't get there, I'm standing on business.
You have to know. If you don't stand on business,
yeah,
you're just gonna keep allowing for other stuff to come in.
And that confidence will be do.
Baby, we're finding that purpose again.
Yeah.
Like I felt like when we started coming up with doing our little side things, that was part of like finding our purpose to do everything all over again.
Yeah, very true. And I feel like it also brought us closer to what our own gifts are. Like you're into the podcast, you're into talking, and so you realize, oh, I'm good at this. So now I'm into the fitness thing. Oh, I'm good. Like it just kind of pushes you and molds you. And I know everybody's always like, God's plan, but like that's part of it. Like you're gonna deal with the failure, but then it's a way to guide you to the next part made for you.
Yeah, because if you don't, baby.
Yeah.
You're going to be sitting around looking crazy.
And nobody likes to feel stressed all day, every day. Like, that was the other thing with the layoff. I was like, I'm tired of crying. Like, I cannot be victim anymore. Like, I'm going to do something.
Not the victim.
No, seriously. Because at some point, you do become a victim in it. Because it's like, they did it. Okay, boom. On to the next. Let's go. Right. Like, you can't be boo-hooing forever. Like,
no, you can't boo-hoo forever. But I feel like once you get it out like the first time, and it's like, okay, nah, let me get my shit together.
Right, because,
you know, this wasn't something that like I did to not have the job anymore. It was something the company decided to do.
Right.
And now I have to sit here and deal with this shit and go through it.
Right.
And who wants to do that?
True. The crazy thing, like my current company just let go of like 800 people, right? But the weird thing was when I noticed, because that happened to us, once they did that for the new company, my mind felt like I had strength to be like, okay, I'm good. Throw it at me. If you want to let me go, I know how to handle this situation because I've already been through this.
Correct.
Like, you're not going to make me feel like boohoo sad and confident because I know how to keep my confidence up now. Yeah. So it's like we went through it, but now it's like, okay.
Yeah, you know how to migrate through
it. Yeah.
Even with the job that I'm at now, they laid off 1,200 people.
Oh, wow. 1,200.
In like January.
Okay.
And then they did it again.
Dude, that's the part that's a little nervous.
They did it twice.
Okay.
But what's so crazy is I got a different role.
Okay.
Prior to this even happening, right? So when I got my new role, maybe like a few months after, they had all these things off of social media about the company doing all these big layoffs, right? Boom. The role that I was in prior was a part of that.
Oh, okay.
So
if you wouldn't have went to the new role, you would have been.
There would have been a potential that I could have been in that. But even the people that I was working with at the time, nothing affected them. But some of the people we do know got affected.
Okay.
Then they did a second one. So it's like those two, and I'm like, okay, where I'm at now, I know I'm good because it's dealing with like safety stuff, right?
Okay.
So, you know, you can't go wrong, but it's like, damn, I want to do something different because I enjoy what we did.
Yeah.
It was always something every day.
Right. You like the change factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that schedule. No offense. Baby.
Yeah, that's another thing. When you do jobs, what factors do you like? You like the hybrid? You like the
I love a good hybrid.
Yeah.
Because baby.
Remote, baby. I don't care about no hybrid.
I don't mind going in 2 or 3 days. But baby, because when I get to the house, I'm going to be laid out.
Okay, so my question is, when we had that schedule, what was like 6 to 2 or something like that, do you wish that maybe, well, I don't know, because you work 2 jobs. Like, okay, I was going to ask, like, do you wish that maybe after we left at 2, that you took more time for either, like, your own thing or, like,
I do,
more income?
But that's because I was so in my head that I needed 2 jobs to survive.
Okay, that makes sense.
And now that I'm currently doing just one, it's like I still can I'm still maintaining. You know, yes, sometimes it can be stressful than others, but it's nothing to the point where, you know, I'm just out here, whatever.
Right.
But do I miss the extra? Of course.
Yeah.
Do I want to get another to have the additional? Some days yes, and some days no, because I feel like now. Well, even when I was doing 2 hours, so really, I don't feel like any adjustments have been made, right? Because to my life, as far as just the additional funds, because I'm still traveling, I'm still hanging out, I'm still out supporting every friend,
that's true,
or associate, regardless of the fact, like with every event, making it happen. So I don't feel like nothing really slowed down major. It might have slowed down a little bit, but you know me, I don't never turn a trip down.
I know. But I guess what I'm thinking about is like, I know for me, when we used to get off at that time, even now I kind of have that time, but I'm utilizing it different. But previously, I would like get off at 2, go home, sleep, like just like, you know, and then when it came time to the layoff, it was kind of like, oh, I don't have a backup plan. Like I really could have utilized time to either work on my own thing or whatever the case.
But I feel like because we were always constantly processing. Even when we left, some days we would still have to come home and open that motherfucking computer to do work again. And then I'm leaving there at 2:30 and going straight into another job, but I'm still
doing the same.
Got my work laptop from the first job, finishing stuff. Because either one, the audits came out late, or two, it was just so much work, and we had to finish at home. So it was like you was always working, and then just being in there, your mind is just like all over the place because they want to have these stupid meetings. Like, what do we have to meet for?
And I feel like that's where jobs get us too. Like, and I feel like sometimes that's where the layoffs always throw us off because it's like we be so invested into that job. And then it's like, it kind of molds your mind to be like, when you do get laid off or whatever the case, fired, whatever.
Right.
When you get out of the job, your confidence drops because you're like, well, this is all I know. Like,
girl,
what do I mean? Like, you know, so
this a lot.
Conditions your head to like.
Condition it to be like, oh, I never want to experience this.
And again, thank you.
And for me, that was the very first time I ever experienced that.
Yeah, that was my first time. Yeah.
But failure from relationships? Oh, baby.
Whoa.
Been there, done that. Got a t-shirt, boo.
Look, I got attacked. I'm just kidding.
Been there, done that, got a t-shirt, boo, okay?
No, but seriously, that I could deal. And eventually that burns for a while and it's like, okay, on to the next.
Yeah.
But a job like you rely on other people to be like, I'm gonna choose you for this position, you know, and it's just like, ugh.
Because you remember, I even went up for one of those roles, and they played in my face.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Y'all got me training these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And then you gonna say, "Oh no, we gonna pick her."
Yeah, that's crazy. And even that, sometimes I wonder, like, when it comes to like when they pick the other person, is it like a skills base, or is it because they, you know, kind of mess with the team better, or like what is it? And I think that's, again, I keep trying to bring it back to confidence because I'm like, is that where we start, because we can't answer the question, is that where we start being like, well, is it me? Like,
not is it me? But I don't even feel like that because I feel like when I walk into a room, right, if anybody's having a bad day, I can make anybody turn in and make somebody laugh or whatever the case may be. Like, that's not my issue. Like, I felt like I was the voice sometimes. A lot of times I would say stuff that people didn't want to say, and you know me, I don't care if you feel some type of way, because it's a lot of times where they will allow other people to say certain things and nothing will happen. So once I started seeing that, okay, so now I can say what I want to say, and I want to see if you're gonna try me that way.
Right? Yeah.
You can't try to give me consequences when you didn't get that
nobody else. Yeah, I know. Oh, that's just, I'm sure a lot of people go through that.
Because that shit was terrible. That boy would be on that phone cussing, going on.
Yeah, it's kind of
the loudest person in the department.
Yeah, I know. And then, you know, it's crazy. that person got a job before all of us.
All of us. All of us. And you know what's so crazy?
I just start being mean and like,
bro, what's so crazy is the company that he's at, I had 3 interviews for.
Oh, wow, really? I didn't know.
And didn't know he was there until like later,
yeah.
But I'm like,
that's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, and then
I would have had to deal with that again.
You will never know why, unless they're like those type where they call back and kind of explain. But
you know, he lived over there on that side of town too.
Oh, okay.
And I felt like with them, they wanted people closer to the place because it was like in Kennesaw.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah, and I would come from over here.
Yeah.
And she kept asking me, "Oh, you gonna drive over to Kennesaw?" Please don't ask me that. Yes.
And if you signed up,
that means I'm coming. I don't need you to tell me where the hell I need to go, and I need to get this work. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
The hell. I don't know. I miss it and I don't. I miss it and I don't miss it. I just really miss the schedule. Cause I could lay in my motherfucking bed, pop up.
I got me a new schedule where I'm at home. So
you at home all the time.
I'm at home, but you know what's crazy? There's a piece of me that realizes, like, even with being at home, there's certain things I think I'm losing socially, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like it takes me more to be like, okay, I'm gonna go out. Because I'm like always in the house. Oh, because
you're always in the house and you by yourself versus when you was in the job.
I would come in and out, have fun with y'all, and now it's either I want to stay in or I'm like, oh, I don't want to talk on the phone. Like, because I'm like, I don't have to talk to anybody on the phone. Right. Like, it's just like little things I notice I do have to like boost even my confidence back up in, because it's just like, I feel like when I'm in the moment, I could do it. And like, if you tell me, okay, we're going to do this, and I am in there, cool. But before, I kind of talk myself out of it because I'm so used to just being at my little desk at home and I could do what I want to do. Yeah. So, yeah.
Versus when we was at the place, we would go to get breakfast, go get lunch.
Yeah, y'all would be like, come from your desk. And I would be like, okay, right. Go.
Girl, you ain't over there doing nothing. We all doing the same thing. You got your area, I got mine, but we doing the same thing. Nope. Come on here.
No, like, I got to get out of that. I even thought about me, because I kind of want to, like, switch, what's it called? Fields. So I was kind of thinking, well, maybe I should try something where I have to go in and get that back or whatever. So I don't know. We'll see. Because it's a little. I'm like, ooh, that bed be calling me.
Look at that. You just like me, because you know me. I would roll up at the last minute, go turn that computer on, and stretch back out again. Because maybe one thing I'm not gonna do.
Yeah, especially if you can do it at home. No, it's just.
I would love to work from home. I'd be everywhere.
I think you would love it.
I would be everywhere.
I will say, especially because you are doing this and stuff, like, when it comes to having your side thing, I feel like it helps tremendously because you can get your work done. Okay, boom. Now I can take this time to work on this.
Yeah.
And like, I will say from that standpoint, it's really nice.
Yeah, it can be a lot. Do you think you base self-worth on success?
A little bit, if I really think about it.
Like 50-50?
50-50, I think, just because, like, when I, like, to your point about, like, comparing, like, why am I behind?
Right.
Like, what do I need to do to get there? And I think the more that I try to, like, work on myself, I start being like, man, I'm not, like, successful, like, you know? So it kind of, especially nowadays with these kids, they're, like, 20 years old, making millions. I'm like, I don't understand what I missed. At home, like,
on that damn video
game or freaking streaming. I'm like, okay. So it's just like, I think sometimes that gets in my head. And I think I'm also at that age where, you know, when the girls are like, oh, you're 30 something, you're getting older. Like,
and ain't getting nobody's older.
And I be feeling like it.
Ain't getting nobody's older. Child, please.
I start thinking that too. I was like, I'm old. Whatever.
Please, do you think after a relationship ending, like, do you feel like rebuilding your confidence and identity afterwards is harder because you're used to two people?
I don't think so 100%, at least for me personally, just because, like, I still try to make it a point to have my own life. Like, I make sure, okay, I'm gonna be with my mans, but just know I'm still going outside with my friends.
Hello.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think if I put myself all into that person, then I would have to restart. But I already know, like, you're not gonna take my whole life, you know.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily like taking your whole life. I think like after being with somebody and then caring for yourself and that person, or vice versa, however you want to put it. Once you go back to like yourself, I feel like that's when it's time to like, okay, bitch, look at me, get yourself together. Yeah. It's just you now. Right. Focus on you. You ain't gotta worry about the next person. You could just really, really and truly take the time to focus on yourself.
For yourself, which is so true. And I feel like even okay, so if I were to think of that a little bit, I feel like there are times where maybe you're used to always going somewhere with that person, or you know, even when you drive by somewhere, it might be like, oh, me and
people
him,
used to see,
yeah, we used to see, you know. But I do think that it's like part of the journey to be like, okay, I can take this moment to be alone, and it's like not look at it as like abandonment. It's more like, okay, I'm working on me and I could strengthen these areas now because I'm by myself. But it's not an easy one too.
No,
yeah, but it is. Or even just small stuff like trying to figure out what pieces to keep. Because I know what I battle with is like when I'm with a person for long and really care for them, I do so much for them. To where I have to, when we're done, I have to remember not everybody gets that same treatment.
Correct.
And you can't always give your access either. So that's where I kind of mess up a little bit.
I don't really think it's messing up. I think you're just identifying yourself all over again. To be like, okay, this is what I need for me. Because people are used to seeing you and that person together. So now when you pop out and it's just you, of course, you know, a couple of people going to ask in the beginning, where's such and such? Right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make this clear right now with everybody. Me and such is done. Yeah. So it's like just me.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, so leave that where it's at because, you know. Yeah. And I think that also plays into trusting like the wrong people. Yeah. Like that is a major. Oh, you don't put all your trust. You put your trust in me. But no, trusting the wrong people definitely is, I think, is a big failure because you don't put all this trust in this person, and then it's like after you find out, you'd be like, "Damn, you did
that in that part." Because I keep saying like, you know, when you really love someone and you're like, you weren't supposed to be the person to do this to me, right? Correct. So it's like that right there is heartbreaking for me because I just be like, I just gave you my all,
yes,
and I held you at a standard where I felt like you were my best friend, and I put you above everybody.
Yes.
So I think that's where my heartbreak comes. I can care less if you're doing all this and that, but like when I genuinely put you in that category and you do me wrong.
Yeah, I think you see a totally different side. It's like seeing red.
Yeah.
Because it's like you sit there and you think to yourself like, damn, you really did this to me?
Yes.
And you don't have no compassion or nothing
for
what you just did to me. You really just don't care.
Right.
And I'll be like, damn.
And it's like a realization and it makes you go back to like, and it's like, I never am like, is it my fault? But it does make you be like, I chose another person that really just did me dirty. It's just like,
that's when you get to learning those boundaries without becoming bitter.
Really, yes.
Or, you know,
and it's a lesson
off.
in a way, yeah.
I think after a breakup, I don't necessarily think I become closed off, but I do. I feel like I'll shut down and won't talk about certain things.
Like you put a little wall back up.
Yeah, and it's like
I could feel that.
Because I talked about this on another episode where I was like, for me, with certain things, I would not discuss it with like y'all or anything, right?
Right.
Not because I don't trust or love y'all. Yeah. It's only because for me, I feel like the more I talk about it, it won't go away.
Okay, that makes sense.
So if I zip it and say nothing, y'all ask me how I'm doing, I'll be like, fine. you can look at me and tell when something wrong,
exactly.
but in my mind, I already threw it away so it can go away.
Right, I get what you mean.
But of course, that's not the
I was
best
gonna say
thing.
sometimes you have to talk
right.
about it. Yeah.
But I just feel like for me, I feel like I have my mind set up that way where if I want something to be truly over and done with,
you just
don't speak about it.
But do you feel like it'll show up in other ways though? Because you
I
didn't
do.
talk about it.
I do because I feel like if I pop out, we together, you already know we always be like, how you doing? What's going on? And then I feel like that opens the door.
Right.
You may not be asking me about that directly, but I know that's what you really deep down want me to talk about, right? Like, exactly. Hey, what's, and I just don't be wanting to talk about that.
I get that. Because sometimes it's just like, I mean, I think there's a thin line. It's like, sometimes don't talk about it because it's just like you've accepted and you're like, okay, this is a new chapter. But then there's other times I feel like it's best to talk about it so you can get other perspectives, right? Kind of open your mind to things. Not to say everybody's right about whatever, and like you said, be very selective on who. But I also think it's one of those things where you have to like just navigate it in a way where you like categorize. Like, is this enough to where this is just something I need to handle, or can I open this up to maybe be open to other perspectives?
I have to do that because me, anybody can call me any time of night. I'm gonna answer, pick up,
right,
help them with whatever. But I just feel like
your own, and you be trying to act like I do tell. No, we have to pull it out of you.
I don't.
We know because you can't be there for everyone else. And then nobody's there for you.
And I just feel like to me, sometimes it feel like it's just be better that way. Like, because.
But then that's also equivalent to you just putting the problem and putting it under the rug. Like, and it's like, that's not going to work either.
Brush it over. We done with it. Move on. No. Why am I doing this again?
No.
But but it's just something that I always do. And do. I feel like now I'm getting a little bit because even my best friend, she'll be like, you need to stop holding stuff in. Right. You need to talk about it more. Like, you'll wait till the last minute when some shit's going on and try to tell somebody.
And it blow up.
And it blows up out of proportion. And I'm like, well, for me, it's only because I just don't want time. You can't be like that.
I also think it's within you too. Like, most of the time, like, vulnerability for you is not like a thing. You're like, no, I am too strong for that. So I think you have to give yourself permission to be vulnerable, to just be like, listen, I need to talk to someone about this. It don't even matter, even if it's just your best friend. It don't gotta be everybody got no business.
But no, just anybody that I feel comfortable with. Because and this be the thing with people. Oh, you got a bunch of friends. No, I know a lot of people.
And I know,
but it's a difference between having friendships and having
acquaintance. And I don't want to say acquaintance.
Not really acquaintance.
They're your friends, but you have those close.
I know it's certain ones that I can call and just have certain conversations. Right. Yeah. I know they are for a good time. We're gonna go out, turn up, drink,
That's
brunch,
how
whatever.
To categorize.
But it's only a certain amount that I can pick up that phone and be like, let me tell you about this.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And what I just experienced and what just happened. And I honestly, I don't know if I told you.
Now we're not friends.
I think I did.
What?
I told you about the incident at the winery.
Yes, you did.
So that for me, that was like the biggest thing of 2025 for me.
Yes.
And I felt like that was so huge. And I'm like, I don't want to date anybody after that.
But even in that too, like, I feel like that made you go into your shell because you're like, I shouldn't have to deal with anybody. And then people are out there like that. Like,
right.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
That was a lot. So I was just like, oh no, why would I?
Yeah.
And bitch, that was 4 years. I've been here 5 years.
Yeah, but still, that's the thing. Like, something can happen a long time ago. Even with our layoff, it still, I know, in some way affects all of us in certain ways.
It does.
So it's like, I think I don't want to say trauma, but I just feel like certain things will stick to us, and that's where we learn our behaviors. So now you're like hesitant to get close because of stuff like that happened to you. So I mean, it makes sense. It's just how you can't keep on keeping it under the rug to make that better.
That may be the best place to
like, they'll swoop under the rug.
That might be the best place. Do you think people trauma bond over
people who trauma bond? And I don't mean, let me not be like I be at the TV like trauma bond.
I think if you experience the same failure, right? It's okay to have that support group.
Right, yeah.
For that same thing. But you never want to have somebody that's a part of that collective that continues to bring the whole group down while everybody is trying to build their confidence up to get out of that.
Right, yeah.
So we essentially are sharing our experience of dealing with it, but this is how we're going to get out of it.
Right.
And then you have that one person, well, what if, Debbie Downer, you can go.
That is very true. Yeah.
Like, you can go. And I felt like that was one thing for us because we had built genuine friendships working there. It was different versus being a work thing.
Yeah. Because even
so
after
we could bond, go out, talk about, the next best thing. Even when you didn't want to start your stuff, I was like, just do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Even your balloon thingy, even the thing you was doing for the pool thing.
Yeah,
so I feel like it's just so many things where you sit back and realize, okay, I'm talented in this field. I can do this. I can do that. Let me execute it.
Right. And I think like, even though it might have started like in that area of like a trauma bond, but it's like at least I feel like what separates it is like being able to have solutions and stuff. Like don't be trauma bonded and like bonded off of we're gonna be boohoo sad together all the time and like never encourage each other to get to this next point or whatever. So I feel like that's where we won too, because it was like, okay, we all figured out how to move forward together.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
And that's why when it's like with confidence of like, even though we have to build it within ourselves, it does help to have friends to be able to get us there. So might happen.
And that's the thing. Like I know, like y'all are there. It's just me.
Internally.
I have
to. Well, don't feel bad because I know for me, I do a lot of, I'm the bubbly one and but I do like inside, I'd be like, I've always been taught, and I don't know if it's like a, like you said, like you've always been there. I think my family kind of taught the whole like fake it till you make it vibe.
Okay.
And it's like we know that this happened, but don't say nothing. Shh, be quiet about it, or it's a secret, or it's don't express that feeling. Like there's always that hardness in it. So you always have to, like for me, I always have to be like dumbing things down, and I do it subconsciously where I'm like, no, this is wrong, but like we're gonna pretend like it's
nothing happened. Yeah,
like we're gonna be positive probably all the time. And it's like no,
you have to experience that emotion, and I feel like for me, I experience it by myself. Like sometimes I do with other people, and it's so crazy because even at work, my manager asked me one day, I came in and she asked me how I was doing, and I broke.
See, that's because you be right.
And it was only because one of my cousins had got killed, and then I was just dealing with other stuff. And that experience was taking me back to another encounter that I had experienced with losing somebody. And it was just a constant phone calls.
Phone ring, ring, ring. Well, maybe if it was the same time, I don't know.
Ring. So I'm just like, here we go. All this all over again. And I just felt like, because for me, I feel like I have to be the
strong one.
The strong friend.
But it's funny. I think because we know you now, it's like we can pick up on the energy.
And
like,
my energy
is very this man will walk into the office and you talk about something, I'm just gonna internalize it. No, we can see you.
What's going on with you today?
What is your problem? No, but for real, I think but that also separates like good friends. Like if we could see that in you and like help you feel like comfortable that you can be open to us. We're not gonna force it, but
Right.
it's just like if we understand that part as well, we understand that you like to kind of process it yourself 1st and then go from there. So
yeah, I have to because I'm like, baby, what?
but also like being a man too, like y'all are conditioned to not express your feelings, and that's the thing. So
I think I hold mine in a lot.
Yeah.
Until like the last minute it kind of explode. Because even when y'all used to come to me and be like, no, we can tell something wrong, and I'll laugh it off and be like,
yeah, like,
no, I'm fine, and try to be like the normal.
Yeah.
No, we already know. You still can feel the energy because, I'm big on energies, but not only that, my energy just gives off sometimes like, okay, something going on.
Right, yeah. But the thing is, you're happy, so it's like when something's wrong, something's wrong. Right. So it's like for you to break down to her. Obviously, it just tipped over to where it's like, okay, I can't do this by myself.
It tipped over bad.
Yeah.
And I think when Brittany was here a few weeks ago, or maybe last month. Either way, she was here. We went out. Did our normal little thing like she was living here. And we was just having a conversation, and she was like, bitch, you always holding everything in.
Right.
I was like, because it's better for me too.
No.
What would I talk about the failures and all this and that?
Friends, like, you can't always be happy. Like, no.
I feel like I'm the happy camper.
You are, but geez.
I feel like I come in, change the vibe, make sure everybody's good, and I'll deal with my shit later.
But we also understand you are human.
Correct.
You're not always happy.
Definitely. Definitely are human.
But like, what would you say is like, because clearly that's something that bothers you in a sense of like it does bring you down. So like, what are like the exercises or something that you do to make sure it doesn't tip over? Because it's not like you have breakdowns all the time.
No, I rarely have them. But I feel like this is one of the reasons why I don't talk about things with friends. It's because I had a friend that I used to express a lot of stuff to.
Right.
And here come Mad Day. You throwing everything, and it can be in a setting where it's people I don't even know.
Right.
And here it is something I told you in confidence about something that I'm dealing with. Not only are you telling them, but you bringing it up in a room full of people that I don't even fucking know.
Yeah.
And you know how I am when I meet new people. I observe the room. I pick up the energy before I interact with anybody.
Right.
And it's like, at the end of the day, that in itself, I feel like is why I'm hesitant on telling certain things.
But that's where it goes back to us saying, like, we have like learned behaviors.
Correct.
Learned, okay, this is a danger zone for me.
So I don't want to.
I'm protecting it. Yeah.
Right.
So that makes sense.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, do I really want to open that kind of work? Not saying that y'all would do me that way. I know that, but because I done experienced that before, it's like
it makes you kind of.
Nah, babe, I ain't doing that.
Because even with relationships, I know for me, like, my last situation. So now it's like when a person is kind of like when I feel that energy of like, I like you. I think I want you to be my girlfriend, and I start like, yeah, like, and I feel like it's that like learned behavior of like I done put myself in this, I gave my all, and then I still get crossed. So now for me, it's like a danger zone to want to move forward, even though it's like I want something, but I'm also like when I'm actually in it, I'm like, I don't want it anymore. Like and it's like those little type of things. That's where I'm lost. I'm like, how do you better those situations where you're not gonna use like a past thing or a past learned behavior to do forward?
And I can't even lie about like anything that I'm dealing with, even if I want to like test somebody.
Yeah,
and that's even terrible to even say that I would test a friend.
Yeah, but you're not a liar. So.
Right, so it would be hard for me to even come up with a lie and be like, oh, this is what's going on, because y'all are reading into it and be like, no, you lying.
I mean, you're also like your facial expressions. You're a body language person.
Yeah.
So it's like that, and then all of us are kind of like into energy. So it's just like we already can pick up on it. It's like
it doesn't matter what I do or what I say.
Yeah.
Ooh,
so you may be thinking you're fooling, She can't fool me.
Can't fool her. Can't fool the queen. Mitch, get you some. Shit. Now fuck you me with the queen. Have you ever lost a friendship and felt bad about losing that friendship?
I have lost a friendship, which is so weird to me because it's like I usually like everybody, but once but usually like if I start feeling like a person, how to explain? Okay, some of the things that makes me be like, I cannot be your friend. Like, I cannot deal with possessiveness. Right. I feel like I have too many different type of groups. I don't need you thinking that I'm only your friend. Yeah. Like, and that's usually when I have a problem with somebody, if I ever do. It's that or like communication. Like I had a situation actually recently where we're like, this person ghosted the whole group, and then we're like, okay, well, we're gonna let you do, and then when I was being a better person, I've decided to reach out to that person. And it's just like, okay, when I do, you're mad at me because you kind of like become the victim. Like, you didn't call me, you didn't do this. And it's like, okay, no, I can't deal with that, because if we're not gonna be like two grown-ups, right? Like, I will just, you do what you need to do, and I do, because I'm very like a black and white. If you're not gonna do this, then I'm out. Yeah. So I don't really have a lot of problems with friends, and I choose very wisely. Yeah. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Okay, so failure or regret, which one is harder? I think for me personally, failure. I'm still trying to, accept that it's okay. I feel like the regret for me, because I allowed you to do something, now I'm regretting it. Yeah, but the regret is like you wouldn't know. It's not like you go in thinking like, that could be the same thing with a failure. You don't know that it's going to happen. Yeah. I guess regret in a way, from my mind, I'm more like, I feel like I know I shouldn't be doing something. And then I'm terrible. Like, and then later I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have did that. That's the problem. Okay, so what does confidence mean to you today? I think confidence for me is like growth. Okay, yeah. And I feel like confidence is growth for me because I'm still learning it. It's like I haven't felt like I mastered it, and not that anybody will ever, because we're always going to continue to do that. But like, I feel like there's some people out there that literally they can walk in a room, they're confident. Like, you're like, okay, it's getting boss energy. But I feel like for me, I still question a lot, and I still put myself in positions where I'm like even though I don't care about what other people think, but I still feel like there's times where I'm like questioning that, and because of that, I recognize, okay, I'm still not there, you know. So confidence is growth for me. Just still learning, still using that muscle, like I said. I'm trying to get there. I think for me, it's just owning like who you are as a person, and then just walking into any door, and then people can just, like you say, just sense that on you, like they're confident. Even if you have that doubt, nobody would know. Nobody knows. Yes, correct. That is so true. So, yeah. But that's really how you build it too, I feel like, because it's like, if you keep telling yourself that, eventually you're gonna literally be confident. Like, I just think there's other factors that always are thrown at us, and it's a matter of like learning how to handle that. Yeah. So if somebody's watching right now and feel like they failed at life, what would you tell them? They failed at life? Well, for one, we all be failing at any moment. No matter when, we just get that. But I also think, like, from a standpoint of, giving yourself grace. I definitely had to teach myself grace is major. Giving yourself tools too. Like, it's really, it's serious when people say like, build habits, make routines, build a plan, like you said. And I just think if somebody was ever to just be like, how can I do this? Like, it starts with even just a pen and a piece of paper. What do you want for yourself? what steps you're going to do to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And then as you continue to work toward it and really want it for yourself, I feel like your confidence will start growing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, it would be throughout life, you will have failures,
Mm-hmm.
but it's your job to own those failures.
Right.
And know how to not make that same mistake.
Right.
Or go through that same failure, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. Like, how are you going to better yourself? And always stay 10 steps ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you have a plan in place, but create another one just in case.
Yeah.
So you always 10 steps ahead. Nothing is ever going to like slow you down.
Right.
So I think that's what I would really
tell somebody. Yeah. And I think also I really feel like a lot of times if we just have the mindset of like don't let that define you.
Mm-hmm.
Like if something failed, that doesn't mean you're like the worst person in the world, you know? So it's just like when we have low confidence, it's a lot of like we're taking that in and really like defining ourselves. When it's like, no, this is your opportunity to really level up, you know?
You have to.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, John.
Yes.
Whew, on that.
Be left behind.
Bye-bye. You gonna be acting out.
I don't care. I'm be up there. You gonna be back there.
You gonna always be back there because I'm gonna always be at the front. I'm gonna always be ahead of the game, baby. Because baby. Well, on that note, guys, always remember if nobody tells you, just know that Zeke tells you. Failure doesn't get the final word. What matters is who you become after.
Facts.
So, if you or anyone you know has experienced any kind of failure and was working through getting their confidence back, like, share, and comment and subscribe to the channel. Please. And become a part of this thing in society. And we will see you guys back here in the den soon.
Real soon. We love a good conversation.